Week series in the dining room of J. Gilbert's off Metcalf in Overland Park, and Executive Chef Ruben Rosales joins me now. Ruben, you've been part of the business since its beginning 17 years ago and participated in Restaurant Week every year. Why is this so important?
Well, first of all, thanks for choosing us, we are all excited because Restaurant Week gives us the opportunity to bring some new guests to our restaurant, and we also like to because we can help for a good cause, which is the harvestings, and we always ready for the Restaurant Week, and we're so excited.
It's great for business, and it's also for a great cause. I got a chance to look at the Restaurant Week menu, and it is pretty hearty. Lots of great dishes on there. Talk a little bit about what people can experience when they come here.
Well, we know for our steaks, we are a steakhouse. 75% of our menu is steaks, but we offer some seafood as well. On this specific menu for Restaurant Week, we have some dishes that they go from our steaks, pork chops, seared scallops, some great salmon. You can choose from salads and soups, and we have a good selection of desserts, which is cheesecakes and velvet cakes.
Okay. The seared scallops is part of the seafood selection, and that's what we're going to make today. There are a lot of ingredients in this dish, correct?
Correct.
So what do we start with?
Well, let's start talking about the risotto. See, risotto is kind of hard to cook because it's a long process.
Very challenging.
It's challenging. You know, you gotta kind of let it cook slowly, like when you're cooking rice. So you can go to the grocery store and get any kind of risotto. The first thing you do, you wanna make it the base, which we already make today for this dish. Okay. This gets some onions and garlic, olive oil. Let it saute for a little while. Add the risotto. Kind of toast the risotto a little bit, throw some water, and just let it cook. And
about 30 minutes, you'd say? 30
minutes probably be the average. And you just add little water at a time and just keep stirring and stirring.
Moving on to the scallops, how do we cook the scallops?
Well, this is specific scallops. They come from the George Bank. We have a proverb that we buy the scallops from Boston, and we flew the scallops to Kansas City 2 times a week. Since when you buy great ingredients, all you have to do is just season it right and cooking it simple. Okay. So on these scallops, all we're going to do is just put some salt and pepper, olive oil, and sear on both sides. Okay. And
when you say sear, how long do you keep it on both sides?
This depends on the heat of the pan, but if we keep the heat of the pan on the medium, they probably take like 4 minutes on one side and another 2 on the other side. They'll be ready.
Okay. And then we've got this salad. You know, you said every dish here at J. Gilbert's has a starch and a vegetable. The vegetable in this case? Fennel salad?
Yes, the best one on this particular dish is a little shaved fennel salad with this, just with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and some lemon juice and salt and sugar. And and that's the thing that we're trying to offer the starch and the vegetable with every dish, so we can give it some more value on our menu. Okay.
The risotto and this entire dish has a lobster base, though. Can you tell me a little bit more about that base? How do you make that base?
Okay, the base is basically you can get any shellfish, like a shrimp or a lobster, and just put it in the water with a lot of, you can put celery, onions, and carrots, some water, let it boil in, and kind of squeeze all the juices out of the shellfish. Yes.
Easy enough.
Yes.
And it makes for a very flavorful, rich dish. Yes. And this is what it looks like when it's all said and done. This is the seared scallops. You will find this on the Restaurant Week menu. And we also have another gorgeous dish here. This is also on the menu on Restaurant Week, correct?
Yes, it is on the menu, which is our pork chop, which is mesquite grill with the mostarda on the top, which is kind of chutney with raisins and cherry. Okay. And we have our traditional, you can go, al gratin potatoes with the broccolini.
Very good. I'm going to try these scallops. What would you say is your favorite part about this dish?
This dish in particular, I like the crispy of the scallops with the with the fennel. The fennel is my favorite.
The fennel.
part. Yeah.
And these are all ingredients you can find at your grocery store, correct?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. To make the beurre blanc, it's a simple process where you just put some shallots in the champagne and the pan and let it reduce the alcohol and throw some butter in there and some little bit of cream and just mix it up and you make the sauce.
It is absolutely delicious, especially that risotto. Now, Restaurant Week has a total of more than 120 participating restaurants as of right now. It begins January 18th through the 27th. Again, we're at J. Gilbert's in Overland Park. Ruben, thank you so much for joining us. Restaurant Week, $15 for lunch, $30 for dinner. It's sure to be a great way to try out any restaurants that you've never been to. We will have the recipe for the scallop dish on our website at kctv5.com.